Hello everybody, I'm Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 8019, Republic Attack Shuttle. This set includes 636 pieces and originally retailed for $59.99 back in January of 2009. Working my way through all of the older Clone Wars sets that I own, this was the next one on the list that I really was excited to rebuild. Pretty happy that I still have this set complete in my collection. As you can see, I no longer own the original box, but I do have the original instructions. So taking a look at those, we have two instruction booklets right here, book number 1 and book number 2. Both of these instructions mimic the front of the box, including that very nice nostalgic Clone Wars box art from the very top, which is really nice to see on these instructions. From the very back, we get the win information, and then we get a quick LEGO Club advertisement leading to a transition to book number 2. From the back of book number 2, it looks like most of that has been ripped off due to age, but we do get a quick little advertisement featuring the play features that we're going to look at in this video, and then another one leading to a page of piece count, and then another additional one from the other side. So yeah, that's all for the instructions, so let's get right into looking at our minifigure selection. So taking a look at our first minifigure, we have Mace Windu. Now this version of his character is not exclusive, but also comes within the 2011 Mace Windu's Jedi Starfighter, one of those sets that I just would really love to get sometime in the future. In addition, this version came within a magnet set in 2009, as well as one of the 2009 collectible display sets from San Diego Comic-Con. Looking at his character, we don't get any leg printing, just the printing from the front of the torso. No back printing right there, just a full dark tan look for his outfit. We get the brown hands and brown head for the facial expression, which is also pretty nice. Clone Wars style eyes for the time period. They have improved upon Mace Windu in the future. Hopefully we'll be getting him in 2022. Would be very nice to see them update some of the Jedi minifigures in the future. One of the more notable things about Mace Windu is the fact that he does have one very nice accessory of a purple lightsaber, which also uses the hilt piece in the plain light gray, as it was part of that transition period. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for Mace Windu. As with most Clone Wars sets, we get a regular clone trooper. This character is not exclusive, also coming within 12 other sets. Pretty nice for army building. We get the plain white legs, black belt piece, white arms, black hands. We get the printing from both the front and the back of the torso. Regular size gun for the accessory. Underneath the helmet, we'll see the same old Clone Wars style facial expression for the clones. And then for the helmet, we get the regular printing from the front, and then we get some holes on the side if you want to put some accessories. So yeah, that's all for the regular style clone trooper. And obviously we need a pilot for our vehicle. We have a clone pilot minifigure. This character is not exclusive, also coming within 4 other sets counting this one. We get the same sort of style that we see for the regular clone trooper, though we do get a different front torso print, though the back printing should be practically the same for all of these Clone Wars style characters. Short gun for the accessory, same facial expression as we see for all the other clone characters as well, and then the printing for the helmet is mimicking the style of the clone pilot, which is also pretty nice. Would like to see them make a new one sometime in the future. So yeah, that's all for our minifigure selection. So getting right into looking at the Republic Attack Shuttle, I think that this vehicle turned out quite nice. You do get a little bit of an interior space, and you even get some spots to place your characters within the front cockpit. Now, does this vehicle need a redesign? I definitely think so. It would be very nice to see LEGO try again on this vehicle sometime in the future with some new building techniques and stuff like that. So starting us off, we might as well start from the very front with the cockpit and then work our way to the interior and the wings. Now, from the very front of the cockpit, we do get some building on the side, which I do rather like seeing some of that when it comes to this set. We also get an overall color scheme of that dark red and that light gray, a little bit of white, and also we get some of this yellow right here, which we also see continue within the wings, which is also pretty nice. Get a little bit of black. And then when it comes to the main cockpit area right here, you get this one part that you can actually lift down. Right there, we get a clip piece connection to bring that down, and you get another clip piece connection to bring this up, so it is quite easy to actually get into here. And from that point, you can see the building on the side with the hinge pieces just to get that angle from the very side of the ship. We get 2 of these little chairs where you can place your clone pilot from the front, and you can place your other clone in there, and you can also just plop your Jedi of Mace Windu within the back area, which I'll show in a little bit. So placing our minifigures within the cockpit, you can just plop them on the studded area and then bring down these clip pieces. One thing that I do want to note is the fact that the fin actually does fit behind that, which is also quite nice. And then bringing that right back up, there you go, you have your two characters within the cockpit. Now looking from the very side, we do get some pretend guns, which I really appreciate compared to the flick fire missiles or any of that kind of stuff, which we also do get from the very top of this vehicle, which is another really cool play feature that I want to point out in a little bit. From here we get some more pretend guns when it comes to the side of the wings. When it comes to the overall build-up for this ship, we do get a lot of slope pieces just to add that extra little bit of angling, especially from the side. I really love seeing that action going on. Don't really like these studs being shown, you know, that's really my only complaint right here, the studs being shown, but you know, it's fine. It gets the point across and it really does a nice job making the ship look great. Now accessing the interior of this vehicle, all you have to do is you have to move these parts to the very side, which will allow you to lift this part up, which is connected using some more Technic functions from the very back. And there you go, you have the interior of the set revealed, where you get one seat for your character of Mace Windu right there. You can just plop him right nice and easy. We also have our missiles from the very side that you can drop down. I'll show that play feature in a little bit. And then also from the very back we get another clip piece area right here, which you can lift that up and down, but really that's just to store some of our weapons. So now what you do over here is you do get your two guns from your characters that you plopped in the cockpit and just plop them in like such. And then because we're going to put Mace Windu in that seat, we're just going to plop his lightsaber right there, which will leave his hands free, and then you can plop him right down in that area. Now bringing this part right back down, you can just clip it in like such with the Technic connection, and there you go. Your character does not interfere with the closing of this, which is one thing that I do really like. And from there, that brings us to the wings in the very back of the ship. From the very back of the ship, you can see the engines outlined quite clearly, which I do really like seeing that. You get a lot of building on the side when it comes to this set over here. You get some more building on the side from this part with that angling, which looks very nice. And then finally, when it comes to the wings, you can take a look at the overall color scheme action going on for that. And we get the Technic connection, so then you can fold those in like such, or you can fold them down like this and bring them down to that, which I really love how it looks when the wings are like that. Here's a better look at that from the very side. I think that LEGO did a very nice job with the angling there compared to the last Clone Wars ship that I recently reviewed. I think that LEGO did a very nice job with that. Now looking from the very bottom, just because I do want to look at the bottom of this vehicle, we do get some landing gear, and you can also take a look at the Technic interior just to see how that is all built up for the structure. Now one thing that you might notice is that we do have some of these studs exposed down here, and for good reason. From the very back. From the very back of the vehicle we get these little areas over here, and now what you can do with these is you can do this, which will drop down one of your missiles, and then you can bring it back up, which will launch another one onto the ground. And we do get a very weird and odd color scheme for these, but I think it's fine for what it is. And then like I said, you can open up the main area to get into the interior. To reload these, we get two on this side, and then you get two on the other side all the way over here. And lastly, when it comes to our play features of shooting stuff, we have the flick fire missiles. Now you may think this is definitely going to ruin the fact of there being flick fire missiles, but not really, because this is an entirely separate piece, and it's quite easy to reload if you actually like shoot all of these out. So now from the very front of the ship, we do get this small little hole where you can actually somewhat see, or I don't know if you really can, one of those flick fire missiles. From the very back of the ship, we get this area that you can actually push in, which will shoot off one of your flick fire missiles, which actually does such an amazing job of doing it. You don't have to flick it out yourself, which is another really awesome bonus of this set. And like I said, quite easy to reload these if you shoot them all off. You just gotta plop them in until you run out of spots to place them, and then you can just plop it right back in that area and shoot it off by pushing in right there. So overall, for $60 back in the day, I think that this set was definitely a great deal. You do get one minifigure of Mace Windu, who was exclusive to this set at the time period. You get one regular clone trooper for army building and a clone pilot to pilot the vehicle. You get some pretty nice interior space, and I really love the color scheme for the general Republic feeling of this vehicle, and it is the very first time that we ever saw it in LEGO form. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so every time I upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!